Hello guys, LifeHackster here, and time of the year again to give you all a tour of my smart home security setup. Unlike last year, there are definitely some changes. And I also do have some broken devices, which you will see later on. And I will link down below my review videos on these cameras and devices that I'm currently using. And to those that are watching and thinking why I use different brands of cameras instead of just one brand or one ecosystem, keep on watching and I'll tell you later on why you need at least two different brands and not rely on one system. Alright, let's start at one side of the house. And last year, this area was monitored by the Ring stick-up cam. But not anymore. It is now being monitored by my Eufy Outdoor Cam E220. The reasoning, aside from able to record 24/7, video quality of motion events are in 2K quality and way better than the Ring stick-up cam. I also have here the Ring wall light, which has been working good. Next here in the front garage area, I have the Eufy Floodlight Cam E340. It replaced the Ring Floodlight Cam, and currently, this is as reliable as Ring as to motion detection, but has way better video quality and has more features, like it can record 24/7, and it also has pan and tilt, motion tracking, and dual lenses, and no subscription. Now, I also have installed the Wisecam Floodlight Pro here and used it for several months, and has been working good, except for a couple of things. First, its vehicle notification is unusable because it gets triggered with parked cars, which the Eufy E340 doesn't. And just like any Wise cameras, it has a 7 to 10 second notification delay, which should be an acceptable range. But in my setup, this is my frontline camera, and it needs to send me a notification before my doorbell does. The Eufy Floodlight Cam E340 fits the bill and then some. And just on the other side of the floodlight is the Eufy Cam 3. I've been using it for a year and 3 months and has been working good as to its motion detection. But when I check its battery charge for this video, it is in the 20% range, which is surprising. Now, it's been cloudy the last couple weeks, but this has always been in the 90% range. Checking the history, the charge has been declining just the last month, and I haven't changed any of its settings. And I know I checked on this first week of November and it was around 90%. So I don't know yet what's going on, but I wiped and cleaned its solar panel and see how it goes. And also you will notice that after a year, there is yellowing on the camera body. Next, here in my front door, I am using the Reolink doorbell. This is the Wi-Fi version, but it is connected directly to my network. I have no issues. And one thing I didn't renew though is the cloud recording for rich notifications. And I think Reolink removed this feature. You will get faster notifications without it, and the doorbell does load up pretty quick, so I'm fine with that. As to my smart lock, I'm still using the Eufy Smart Lock S230 with built-in Wi-Fi. No issues. I have to recharge the battery pack every 4 months or so, and it does give you a notification on your phone and a verbal message from the lock itself that you need to recharge the battery, which is good. Now, just a note, the front face is showing its age. This front plate is showing some delamination, but it hasn't peeled off yet. I've used this since 2021 and will be 3 years this February. I also have my backup cameras here, the Wisecam OG in a window mount, and on the other side is the Wisecam OG 3X telephoto. No issues. Pretty good window mount setup. Going to my side yard, you'll be greeted by one of my Eufy's solar wall light cam, the S120. Battery is in the 90% range and pretty reliable in detection. Except, notifications are just slow. Slowest compared to all other Eufy cameras. Going in, I will get a notification from my outdoor Ring contact sensor that my side gate was opened. I still have my Lightom solar lights here, and this company is now gone, but its lights are still working. Not all of them, but anyways, I really don't need too much light here because my Reolink CX410 will still be able to see at night whoever is in my side yard. Going into my backyard, you will be recorded by my second oldest camera, the Ring Spotlight Cam mount, which is going to be 6 years old in January 14th. No issues, and this camera has performed reliably all these years, and I will keep using them until it fails or when Ring stops supporting it, which they say in 2027. In my shed, I also have a Eufy solar wall light, and the same thing, late notifications. And on the corner here is my favorite battery-powered camera, the Eufy SoloCam S340. I have tracking on, and when you are in my backyard, you will be tracked by this camera. And in my fence line here, I have some Eufys, the SoloCam Trio. I'm now testing them long-term, especially their battery life. After a week with mostly my dog triggering them, the S40 from 55% went up to 77%. And this, by the way, have worked about a year also in my front garage area. I took it down and was replaced by the Eufy 3, but I'll be using it here to test long term. Anyways, you can also see the yellowing, but still has been working reliably. Now I have the C210 from 67 to 51%. This will need a solar panel or frequent chargings. And the SoloCam S220 from 41% to 63%. Going into my patio, I also have another Eufy solar wall light cam, and battery is in the 80 to 90% range. Now this replaced my Ring solar floodlight, and mostly because the battery cover tabs, every time I open it, tends to break. And the last one fell off the last time I removed it, so it needs to be taped. And on the back, you will see the Ring Spotlight Cam Pro, which is here mostly for long-term testing. And with its hardware kit, it is a clean looking install. And this camera has also been working reliably. This replaced my Eufy Floodlight Cam S330, which also has worked pretty good for more than a year before I took it down. And inside my patio is my oldest security camera to date, the Ring Spotlight Cam plug-in version. This is the first gen one, and I installed this August of 2017. So it's been working 6 years and 4 months. No issues. I will only replace this when Ring releases their 4K or even 2K versions of their cameras. I guess this spotlight cam is going to stay here for a few more years. And circling to my side yard, this area is monitored by another Reolink CX410 and also the Eufy Cam 3C, which I've installed in a solar wall mount and has been working good. And this one is constantly topped off at 100%. Inside the house, I'm using Eufy's Indoor Cam S350, and my Pan and Tilt E220 is still in my ceiling. Both are recording to the Homebase 3. I also have the Wisecam Pan version 3, which has been working good. My home alarm is still with Ring, and I have no issues with it. I've changed the batteries of the sensors just one time and probably twice in my mostly used sensors. And that's ever since I had it, which was in 2018. Also, my front area low voltage lighting are still controlled by my Ring transformer and has been working good. I also have smart bulbs from Ring for my front porch. I have multiple smart switches from TP-Link and Treat Life, and smart plugs from Tapo. No issues in those. And this is not really for home security, but mostly for convenience, are my SwitchBot blind tilts. Ever since I reviewed them, I only have to charge each of the 3 in my living room one time. The solar panel keeps them charged. No issues, and they are on a schedule. So my blinds open in the morning and closes at nighttime. I also have been using the Yolink sensors and hub, and mostly their water leak sensors. And about a month or so ago, I got an alert that the valve controller ran out of batteries. And when I opened it up, I noticed there's moisture and that corrosion set in. I tried drying it out, but it was already shorted out. I bought another controller, and when I set it up, it was still not working. And now I'm finding moisture also in the line going to the valve motor itself. I'll be working on this and probably make an update video eventually, and it seems like both have failed. And this after about a year and a half of use. Alright, lastly, and this is my recommendation if you're able to wire in Ethernet cables around your house. The most dependable and reliable security camera setup would be an NVR system. I've been using Reolink PoE cameras connected to my network and also 2 of their NVRs, and they record to it. So either one is a backup. Also, most of these cameras have microSD cards, so that's another backup and redundancy. If one fails, I have another 2 devices where I can get the footage. And this is the reason why I use multiple brands. Well, if I don't have this YouTube channel, probably I'll be using at least 2 brands, especially in server-dependent cameras like Ring, because if they are down, then you will not get any notifications or recordings. I haven't noticed any server issues lately, but they do happen. Well, that's it for my smart home security tour going in 2024. We will see what the next year brings. That's it for this video. Thanks for watching.